Hello and welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about recruitment and what you can do better next time you're searching for a job, and how you can stand out from the crowd, and how you can just land a job that really fits your personality as well. So before I search for any kind of job, I do this one practice, and that is before I've searched for any job opening or job ad, right? So what I do is that I sit down with a piece of paper and I write down three things. I write down my skill set, and that can be anything from just being a good listener to being good at communications, having empathy, or being somebody who's hardworking or who's always on time, etc. And then I write down my experiences, like with a short timeline, what have I done. And for those of you who are listening who might not have a lot of professional working experience, you can also write down, if you've been a full-time mom, for example, you can write down that you've managed the house. And it takes a lot of skills and it takes a lot of time to just manage everything on time. I would highly recommend you to write that down. And if you are a new graduate and maybe you've been active in some sports, or you have done some other work, charity work, or some local community work, write down those things that can count really for your benefit. And if you don't have any other working experience, write down those things that where you've used your skills, your management skills, and you've really learned to work well with others, or you have communicated well with others. So these things really teach us life lessons that the employer might be really interested in knowing. So just write down those things. And the third thing I write down is my interest. So what am I interested in working today? It could be like, okay, do I want to work within HR, within communications? Am I looking for a job in a new kind of field? Maybe I want to learn more about pension or aviation, something like that. Write down your skills and your interests and your experiences, so you have that mapped out before you search for your job. And then comes the fun part, is to just look for the job ad that really catches the eye, and it has to be a job that really interests you. Don't search for a job you're not sure about, because it really affects the whole process. So now you've done the first part, and now you're looking for your job ads. So as I said, it's important to just look for the fields or the companies and the job type that really is of your interest and matches your skill set or your experience, right? So once you've found 5 to 10 jobs, or even just one job, just start with one. And at least when you're writing a job ad, cover letter, and CV, don't write many cover letters at a time. Focus on one job. So let's say that you found your perfect job ad that really interests you, and you would love working there. It sounds like fun. So what you do is that before you write anything, you just research a lot on the field that the company is working in, right? So if this company is an insurance company, for example, you're going to be looking at what kind of other companies operate in this area. What is the field really like? What has this company done? How long has this company existed? When was it founded? What kind of values this company has? What are the other services this company provides? Even if you're not searching for that area, maybe you're not searching for that section, but just know everything there is to know about that company. And then we're going to be narrowing it down to the section that you're searching for. If you have some information on what kind of work they do, how are they working, how are they operating, check out their website. If you have an year-end report, read that report. You get a lot of useful information before you even start writing. And that is also going to help you in the process. It's going to help you and know whether it's a company that you want to work with or not, right? So it's just an interesting time to just research and just get to know them more even before you've searched any job at them. And then you're gonna write a great cover letter, right? So that job description should be on one side when you're writing your cover letter. They have sometimes in the job ad mentioned things that they're looking for. So in your cover letter, try to understand what they're looking for, and if you're genuinely interested in a job and you think that you can be someone who can fulfill those requirements in a good way, you use in your own words, make them see how your skill set, how your experience is, and how your interest, if you don't have enough experience, just how your interest can be of benefit to that company, and how they can use your persona to enhance their products and services, right? This is so important to just match that job ad with your personality, and that has to come out in the cover letter. And you can even write that this kind of working with this kind of job type in this field would be a dream job for me because I have this skill set and with this experience and my interest. I feel like I'm going to be a great candidate. I'm going to do my best and be of benefit to you guys. So just enhance your own ability to make your own ability to do a good job at this company or the firm that you're searching job for. And because that is the first thing they're going to be seeing of you, right? And then write down a CV, and you're going to be writing down your relevant experiences, relevant educational background, and add a small description of who you are and what your free time interests are. It also shows a little bit about yourself, who you are, what kind of person you are, and it kind of adds a little bit more color to your CV, and it's not so boring. It shows them your personality. And I also like to add my picture. So I wear a hijab and I add my picture, so I know that when I'm going to the job interview, the ones who have if they invite me to an interview, they know how I look like, that I wear this hijab, and then they won't have any problem with it. If they hire me, they know, right? And it makes me also feel so happy when I go there that okay, there won't be any awkward moments, and I'm gonna be feeling welcomed there as I am. And that they're hiring me for my talent or my interest in that job. So I do that. So write down each cover letter according to your research on that company and on that job, right? Don't mass produce your cover letters and just copy paste and send to 200 people, because the employers are going to notice your genuine interests, and they're going to notice if the CV or the cover letter is written just for everyone and is copy pasted, or if you've done your job and your homework right, and if you really are interested, they're going to notice that through your words and through your research that you have done. It's going to just sit behind, and your words are going to come out really right, because you know that okay, this job really fits me, I feel like I really want to work there. So that is done. When you've done that, send off your CV and your cover letter, be positive, and just wait for the response. So now let's imagine you applied 10 jobs and you get an interview call from maybe 2 of them, right? It so happens a lot of people are searching, and you might be a match for 2 of them, or even 1 of them, or maybe none of them. Don't lose heart, keep applying, but quality over quantity, always. So now you got a call from someone who wants to meet face to face and do a job interview. So remember, at this stage, they already like you, right? They already know who you are, know your skill set, know your interest. They've seen your face probably, and they know they like this profile, but they want to meet you and they want to see if this person really is what they write and what they say they are, right? And they want to see if that chemistry is there and if you match with their way of being. So now just you're going there to just seal the deal. Remember, you're not going there as a half, like, oh, I'm not sure how it's gonna go. No, remember, they like everything so far. Now you are going there to seal the deal. You're gonna tell them and impress them and tell them and like assure them that yes, you are the right person for the job. So once you get there, be confident, know who you are, and be interested, genuinely interested in the job and in that company. A lot of times people get so nervous and they're just so self-absorbed that they don't get a word out. They don't know how to answer certain complicated questions. And that is because you are so consumed by, like, okay, how am I looking right now? How am I talking? Don't think of these things. Think of the fact that they really like you and that they really want to meet you as a person, and you want to meet them as a person. How are they? What are they doing in their daily lives? So I usually just I stay more silent than I ask questions, but I like to say hello in a good way, and then I sit down and I let them ask the questions. And at the end, usually when they say if I have any questions, I do ask questions. I normally ask if I have some questions related to that certain job or that company. It shows my interest, and it's also genuinely, usually I am wondering about things, so I ask something that comes to my mind, and it kind of builds a bond with the recruiter as well. And right there and then, where I'm sitting at the job interview, I know if it's gone well or not. So you're gonna know, and don't be afraid of like complicated questions in between. So sometimes they're gonna sit you like ask you something that might be like, oh, this is a tough question. They're just checking your personality. Sometimes there is no right or wrong answer to things, but they want to see who you are, how you would react in a situation, and be most honest. I am usually most honest about the life situations that I've had. If there's been a year I haven't worked, I'm gonna tell them why I haven't worked that year, if there's some holes in my CVs, or I'm gonna be honest about most things, and people like honest people. So they just want to see your personality, and they want to see if you're a fit for their company and work environment, right? So once you're done with your interview, be positive. Now you've done your best. Trust the process, right? So it's also, this process is also about you finding the right employer to work with. It is not just if they like you, you also have to like them. So there can be sometimes situations that you get the job offer, but you found things that you really didn't like, or they just didn't match with your values. So you might want to think more about it, right? So just think of it as a good experience in your writing, communication skills. Even if you don't get the job, you know you're gonna do a great next time, and you're one step closer to finding that perfect match of employer and employee that you're really looking for. And just say that you got the job, and congratulations, and pay it forward. Help someone else out in your community. If someone wants your help with writing that good CV, writing a cover letter, help them out so they also can get a great job and have a life where they thrive and are content and happy. So I hope this video was helpful. I did my best to share those small tips that I think of when I'm searching a job, and I hope it really helps someone out there. Thank you.